Welcome to my playthrough of the third DLC of Time Stranger. Yes, I am back for a once thing with Time Stranger. Because need to have something to do for today, and I didn't complete the third story. So we're gonna fix that. And I did, before stream started today, I did do a tiny bit of XVmon grinding, so I can just show that quickly. So what I did with the Stingmon was that I trained up a Magnamon X to have good stats and be a good level so that he will not, struggle with the enemies over there. Then I made sure to level up a little bit on my Chronomon Destroy mode. His stats and levels are also slightly improved. I also did a little bit for the other X-antibodies, I think. Yeah, Gallantmon X right here. Also made sure he reached level 53. Boost up Chaosmon because he's already as frail as he is, so him being higher level would be helpful. And that's the extent of it that I had time to do today. That's the extent of it. And I'm planning on keeping Magnamon X for this story. Maybe even Jesmon X, who knows? But definitely Magnamon X. I went out of my way to get him. So we will use Magnamon X. Because it's not that Magnamon is my favorite of the X-antibodies they have in the game. But I do love the design of Magnamon X though. And also, he's a Vaccine. You can never go wrong with Vaccine Digimons. I think that's what I like the most about Magnamon X, the fact that he has a typing. He's not a free type. If I would have had more time today, I would have also trained up Chronomon Holy Mode, but I didn't have time for it, so them to break sometimes. So let's enter the third door. Wait, do I have healing items? I just remember, do I have healing items? Not really HP capsules, or I have some sprays? I don't have any medical sprays. Well, I can't really buy it, so, Revive, though. Not really? I do not have Revive. Why did I not check my inventory while I was grinding today? Son of a gun. Alright. Quick little trip to the shop here, and then we can get started. HP Capsule 3. Yes, I need a bajillion of those. Give me, I don't know, 37? Yeah, give me 37 of those. A lot of money, but it's worth it. 10 more sprays, please. This one, we can do 11. Revives, that's... Oh, multi-recovery, that's gonna be needed. I did see that. That's gonna be needed, the multi-recovery. Let's do 20. 20 of those. I'm getting into my head, and now I need to make sure I have 10 of all the others. I'm getting inside my own head. It's not good. I should not psych myself out this way. But alas, I'm just caving into it. Because what if I run into these other status ailments, I can only buy the vanilla version. I can't buy DX. That's really bad. Give me at least 35 of them. Overly cautious, I know, but, you know, you cannot... You cannot be too cautious. And if you wonder what that was, why I hit that button, well, reflex from playing Zelda. I wanted to reset the camera, and I forgot that just use the analog stick, bro. You need to press a button for the camera. Wait. What difficulty do I have the game on? Options. Game setting. Difficulty. Okay, so I have the correct one, balanced. Wanted to make sure of that. Outfit. Let us wear... You know, let's just represent... a bird. We will be a bird today. Yes, the third Akashic door. I am now fully ready to enter. Alright, thanks for that exit ampule. Thank you for that. It's been a hot minute since I've entered in one of these rooms. I forgot that white was the motif for most of these.
A new Akashic back door. It seems that same Digimon has once again warped the natural laws of the world.
Sorry for interrupting you, Mireille. I got caught off guard by you talking there.
You'll have to defeat them, just like you did before.
Ah, yes, Parallelmon. Anti-ParadoX. That was the name of this DLC. I had completely blanked on what they called this particular story. Anti-ParadoX. Well, no worries. You two will have that name on the title. Anti-ParadoX. Behold!
Feed into the dust of space-time.
What?
This can't be good!
I don't know, maybe he's just gonna do Chaos Control and move really fast.
Absorbent. Bang.
Ah, he's not using Chaos Control. Well, guess then, nope, that was not the end of it. What do you know? It wasn't the end. What is the point of that giant laser beam if it doesn't even do the purpose of destroying us? What's the purpose of that laser? As I feared, Parallelmon has created another Akashic backdoor. It has to be destroyed, just like before. Good luck. Are you awake? You seem to have gotten caught up in our battle. Two disastrous results. I do hope you're not injured. But allow me to make the appropriate introductions. I am Omnimon, and this is Doraemon. Specifically, your Omnimon X-antibody, in parenthesis. So you got dragged into this world because of Parallelmon too, huh? Well, greetings, fellow straggler. That Digimon suddenly appeared before us and hit us with that strange beam of light. Absorbent bang? The next thing we knew, we were transported to this other world. Doubtless it was the same for you. We always return to our original worlds. I propose that we team up to defeat Parallelmon and make that happen. Sure thing, Omnimon. 4 other Digimon got sent here besides us. If we can track down all 4 of them and fight as one, we are sure to be more than a match for Parallelmon. Yeah, if we can fight as one. In any case, the more allies we have, the better. We should search for the other 4 Digimon we separated from. What do you say? Are you willing to lend us a hand? I can assure you that we are quite trustworthy. I mean, you have a Doraemon. Of course I will join you. I love that little dude. I love Doraemon. Easily my favorite rookie Digimon. I mean, just look at him. He's so adorable, Doraemon. How can you not love him? Like, I want to make him an honorary duck, but I can't do that because I already gave that to Agumon. So, wait a minute. Wait, since ducks were dinosaurs, or well, are dinosaurs, because they are evolved from dinosaurs, that means Agumon is technically already a duck by being a dinosaur. So, I can make Doraemon the new honorary duck. It's decided. Doraemon is an honorary duck from this day forward. Praise be to the new member to our duck family, Doraemon! Yay! Alright. Forward it is. Just remembered. There. And that virus type. There we go. One of each type. Open salami.
What is this place?
It looks like a cafe. But no maids.
Akashic backdoors use space-time disturbances to pry open pathways to different points in time and space.
Couldn't they have taken us to a time and space where there were a maid cafe or a cat cafe or, better yet, a duck cafe?
This creates isolated fragments of space-time called Akashic debris, which is what you're looking at right now.
Ah, yes, I see. What an intricate and baffling problem. Asuna, what I'm about to ask is far from scientific, but please don't laugh. Would you pinch me on the cheek?
Would Asuna do that? I think Asuna would be a person that would not have a problem pinching someone's cheek if they asked for it.
This is no dream. I just pinch my thigh to make sure of that myself.
I was gonna say when you have time to do that, but to be fair, we can't see her second arm, so for all we know, that second arm is actually placed on her thigh and she actually did pinch it. We just can't see it because of how the camera is panned.
I see. In that case, let me ask. Are you the same you that I know?
That depends on your definition of you.
Never mind. I realized that was confusing. I'm rather confused myself, actually.
Are you kidding me, controller?
I take it that Digimon,
There we go.
Parallelmon, hit you with their beam of light as well?
He really should call it absorbent light. Oh, hey, welcome, Photo. How you doing? And thank you for deciding to following me. I appreciate it a lot.
If so, then you're in the same position as us. We suddenly woke up to find ourselves in this strange white space. Then we opened a door and wound up here.
Those two probably come from a different timeline than you do. That means the fundamental laws of reality we once took for granted are breaking down because of Parallelmon. Not good.
When isn't space-time in danger in this universe? Is what I wonder. When isn't it in danger? At this point, we shouldn't be calling ourselves Time Stranger. We should call ourselves
I imagine we all share the same
the Time
goal.
Familiar, or Time Acquaintance, or, I dare say, Time Relationship. And sorry for interrupting you there, Omnimon. I will just open up the log and play your dialogue again.
Well, since we all arrived here under similar circumstances, I imagine we all share the same goal.
After all, Omnimon does sound like to be voiced by the GOAT Chris Hackney, so we do have to hear his voice lines.
We have to defeat Parallelmon and get back to our world. And to do that, we need to reunite with the 4 Digimon we got separated from when we came here.
You know, I think we can just do it ourselves, Doraemon. I don't think we need those other 4 Digimons. I mean, we have an Omnimon, we have a Doraemon, we have me. What could go wrong? We don't need the other 4.
Yes, understood. Teaming up sounds like a good idea. And actually, we were separated from someone too. We'll need to drag that fool back with us as well.
That's unfortunate. You've got a 3rd wheel coming along, Dr. Simmons.
Hey, everyone? Could you come over here? You're not gonna believe what's on the other side of this door.
It's a men's bathroom? That's what we can't believe? It's a men's bathroom? Gasp! We all just use the ladies' room here. It's so bright, I can't see! You know, I never thought bathrooms would be this open. This is not what I imagined when I opened a bathroom door to a cafe. A white, empty space with lots of doors. Guess you learned something new. Right, she said something. Hey, isn't this? It seems we're right back where we started. Well, that's perfect then. It gives us a chance to start over. Why don't you tell us about these 4 friends of yours? How might we recognize them? I'm not sure friends is the right word. What we and the other 4 have in common is that we harbor a substance in our bodies known as the X-antibody. Yet the principles we believe in could not be more different. As a result, we have split into 3 different groups. Given the circumstances, however, it may be possible for us to set our differences aside and fight as one. Yeah, exactly. I really hope we can do that. Oh, look. We're up here. And suddenly there are dragons here. Dare I say we imagined them? We imagined these dragons? And that's just a walking pair of guns in this tower. Is it safe to just have guns walking around here? I mean, what if they happen to just shoot one important pillar and boop, it all collapses? What are you staring at, Boltmon? Ah, sorry! I should not have disturbed your staring contest with that wall. I'm pretty sure you were winning too, Boltmon. More birds. The birds shouldn't be angry, I'm one of them. Look at my shirt. It has a bird on it. Boltmon's not happy. Yep. It's a good thing to just give up after a while. There's nobody here, not a single soul in sight. They must be someplace else. Let us investigate the door up ahead. Any more treasure, though? Nope, no more treasure. I didn't even have to open this door, I just had to walk into it.
Having explored this place a bit before we met you, I've come up with a few theories based on what we learned.
Let us hear your theories. Let's just hope they're not game theories, though, Simmons.
We're probably from different timelines. That's the only way to account for the discrepancies in our stories. But to verify that, would you mind telling us a little more about the world you come from?
Ah, yes, more X-antibody lore.
Where to begin?
Dorumon and I have been searching for a means to counteract something called the X program. The X program can also be called the Digimon Elimination Program.
I didn't know Elon Musk was such a Digimon hater. He would turn his app X into a program that deletes Digimons? How rude.
Digimon elimination? That doesn't exactly sound pleasant.
Or wait, this is just a pageant show. I didn't think about that. This could just be a big pageant show, and they just want to make it sound, I don't know, fearful, impactful, by calling it Digimon Elimination.
In our world, the rapid growth in the number of Digimon far outpaced any and all expectations. The vast amount of data consumed the digital world's resources at a rate ultimately believed to be unsustainable. Then, one day, the X program was suddenly put into place, as if to cull the outsized Digimon population.
The X program made so many Digimon disappear.
I feel like Omnimon is leaving out a key detail that a certain ruler of the Royal Knights is the one that issued or that created the X program.
Only the ones who managed to gain antibodies survived.
Or at least that was what they explained in the X-antibody movie, that Yggdrasil made the program. So I would imagine it's the same thing for this digital world, that Yggdrasil made the X program.
Omnimon and I are two of these X-antibody Digimon.
And to be specific, Dorumon is a X-antibody prototype. Omnimon is a direct result of someone like getting the X program and developing X-antibody. Dorumon is the prototype, though, to see can you survive with the X program.
Now, though the resource crisis has been averted, the X program continues to ravage the Digimon population. Some see this as a travesty that demands action, while others believe the X program should be allowed to run its course. A meeting between the two sides was set to take place, but then we found ourselves transferred here.
I wonder if someone paid Parallelmon to ruin the meeting on purpose.
I see. So basically, you've been divided by practical and ideological differences concerning this X program.
Yes, that's the gist of it. The division continues to run deep, and each group now acts entirely on its own.
Division from within, huh? Sounds like an old, familiar story. Wouldn't you say, Asuna?
I wouldn't even call it old. It wasn't that long ago that we left the organization.
No? So much has happened since then, it feels like ancient history. Anyway, the real point is, if even we could rejoin our old organization, there's hope these Digimon can fight together despite their differences.
I don't know, that depends on how hard-headed they are. Alright, so we have to be in the magma place.
Yikes! Ready to launch.
Rock your bubble!
Oh, right, I need to fix this. Whoops.
Here I go. Supreme Cannon.
I did have the speed up one because I also did a tiny bit of... Try to do a little bit of outer dungeon grinding as well. That's why I had the massive speed up thing.
Plasma shot.
That plasma shot was very bright. I don't even think anyone could see what happened.
Here it comes. Mount Flugus.
I have missed seeing all these really, really awesome animations. I have missed this. I can't wait to see what they cook up with the next expansion that comes to 2027. I cannot wait to see what they cook up. Because I assume the story is gonna be probably a lot more intricate since it's gonna take a whole year before it comes out. But I know for a fact that all the animations will be top tier though, because they have not failed once with it. And I doubt that they're gonna fail with it in the upcoming one.
Rock your bubble!
Here it comes. Supreme Cannon.
Really? The Goldmon lived. Only Sir Dorma could kill it. I see what he was doing there. He was like, let the little guy get the kill. Right now I don't know why Brachymon lived though. Come on. Fall! Thank you. Alright, that's a cool victory animation it gave Jesmon X. The only reason I went back there was just in case it was an item, and you're telling me there was nothing there? Nope. Bad lion. Bad. The lion's supposed to sleep tonight?
There.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it in time to avoid him. That's why I decided to initiate combat. This is one bulky Slayer Dramon, huh?
Plasma shot.
Can you fix this, Magnamon? No? What about you, Jesmon? I forgot they had quick time events in this game. It's been too long since I last played. Like, actually played the combat. Because it's one thing to just, you know, be in one screen over and over, just D-digivolve forward or back. It's another thing to actually do the combat.
You want some of this? Plasma shot.
What is that?
You know, that move doesn't look that good when you mirror it.
Here it comes.
Because I'm used to seeing that one from my angle, but seeing it mirrored, I don't know, it felt weird.
Preparations complete.
Supreme Cannon. Thank you.
You know, I temporarily forgot that they had like a timeline on the side you can see whose turn's gonna come up next. I've played Dragon Quest for too long. this just made me realize that I really miss seeing a timeline on who's gonna go next in an RPG game, instead of wondering who's gonna move next. Look the other way, thank you. Nope.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so you just have to hope that they don't have any treasure chests around, because I can't see too far ahead. Whoop. I'm glad I experimented during that outer dungeon to figure out the speed up button, because otherwise I would have just kept hitting the digi attack button, because that's how you walk faster in Dragon Quest.
Wow.
I'm gonna assume we have to fight a Slayer Drummon, perhaps? Because why else would it be a Slayer Drummon there? So let's swap Rosemon in. And I guess Belfmon can just be interchangeable with whomever I have. Let's see, out of the data types, I have a Plesiomon that's not gained any stat boosts. But, you know, let's still use a Plesiomon for that fight and see how that goes. Assuming that we do have to fight the Slayer Drummon.
Is that a fight between Digimon?
I mean, we just fought a few Digimon. Is that so unusual to see? Well,
It doesn't look like much of a fair fight.
I mean, we don't know that. What if it was gonna be Jesmon and Magnamon's turn and not Slayer Drummon's? How are we to know? After all, combat is determined by turn base. We all know that, so it could be a fair fight, for all we know.
Enough! This battle is clearly over.
Oh yeah? And why should we hold back? They attacked us first.
Do you have proof that they attacked you first, Magnamon? If not, it's your word against my word.
Besides, there are too many Digimon in the world. It can't be helped that some aren't fit to survive.
This one doesn't possess the X-antibody. They could never hope to defeat us chosen Digimon.
It seems these two will not listen to reason. We will have to stop them by force.
Oh, my bad. We're gonna fight them. I thought I was gonna fight Slayer Drummon. Well, it's a good thing this format still works, because it counters Magnamon completely. But, it doesn't counter Jesmon, though. Do we even have virus types in the back? One. I have one virus in the back. I do have a character reversal on Magnamon X, though, so I could deal with Jesmon. Alright, so this fight is winnable then, because I have character reversal. Good. That's all I had to make sure of. Alright, good. I can lower the light resistance. But I cannot inflict status. Alright, alright. Increased damage of the evil trait. I see. Well, he has an evil personality, the Magnamon. Just too bad the personality type is not included in this. How are they not humanoid? Just look at them. They're very humanoid looking. Alright, Omnimon was not messing around when he said we have to stop them by force. He wants to delete them from this existence. Stop picking on Doraemon. He just became an honorary duck. You can't bully him this much, game. He's just a little guy. If they want to bully someone, they should attack, I don't know, Jessmon. He looks like he can take a punch, or 2, or 3, or 5, or 6. Well, the Sorrow Blue did do good damage, so I could keep going with it. Which I think it will.
Preparations complete.
Ooh, gun time?
I owe you one.
Well, the mental field does help. Oh. We didn't have to defeat them. Alright. Let that be a lesson to a lot of you. Now calm down. The circumstances in this world are nothing like our own. I hold that the resource crisis due to the growing Digimon population will eventually spread to all worlds. Therefore, the best thing to do is to nip the problem in the bud. Parallelmon's existence may be a blessing in disguise. I mean, I don't know about that. What a disturbing thing to say. They view the X program as a boon and believe it should be embraced as part of a natural selection. As they see it, since only the strong will survive, this will bring about the next evolutionary step for the species. They think they're so special. Boy, does that rub me the wrong way. The idea that selection and evolution go hand in hand may be extreme, but there is some logic behind it. However, whether something is logically coherent and whether it's an optimal solution are separate matters altogether. If they believe their way is the one true way, they still have a lot to learn. Cooperating with them won't be easy. Those two do not seem of a mind to listen. Let us search for the others. They must be someplace else. Let us investigate the door up ahead. Sure thing, Omnimon. But I have a feeling that the other two maybe won't be cooperative as well. Because it would be weird if only Jessmon and Magnamon weren't cooperative and the other two were. So it has to be that the other two are not gonna be cooperative either. That's the only thing that makes sense. Alright, look. Tiger Vespamons. Are we gonna fight them? Mayhaps. And if so, maybe swap out Plastiomon for... Let's have the last one be Coronamon Holy Mode. Yes, let's bring the Holy Chick into this fight.
Stop this. We're all Digimon here. What purpose will it serve for us to fight one another?
Exactly. We want to save all the Digimon. Even those without the X-antibody.
Brother, you're talking to the wrong Digimon then. Tiger Vespamon has the X-antibody. It's a natural carrier of the X-antibody. If you wanted to save Digimon that didn't have the X-antibody, why did you decide to talk to Tiger Vespamon?
This is like the reverse of what we saw before. These Digimon are trying to call for an end to the fighting.
but that leaves them completely on the defensive.
We should lend them a hand.
By standing in front of the Tiger Vespamons and let them punch us too?
Preparations complete.
This is not lending a hand. They weren't fighting. This is not helping. This is us intervening. Yeah, holy flare!
Holy flare!
The power of the moon! At least it looked like the background was the moon.
Here I go! Stinger victory!
Foolish bee, you can't harm Jupitermon Wrath mode. He is lightning. Ooh, this gotta be a easy fight if I have this much effective damage. Boom! Yep, a bajillion damage dealt there. Too bad I don't have a multi-target move. At least with a signature move. Why did you do all delete here, Omnimon? Spreading out the damage is not gonna help. We need to home in on just one of them. Removes stat buffs. Oh, that's very good. It removes stat buffs. Holy light! Alright, these Vespamons are bulkier than what they look. I wonder, how is it that the Vespamons are weak to lightning when they wield lightning themselves?
Plasma shot.
I'm just wondering how that works. Because surely they shouldn't be weak to it.
Here I go! Use thunder! Here it comes! All delete!
Thank you, now you're doing the all delete. Ow! My chicken! Don't hurt the chicken! Well, that didn't hurt the chicken. That's what matters the most. It did not hurt the chicken.
You want some of this? Plasma shot.
Because I don't want him to lose this fight. Because I want to keep all my revives until the big boss fights. Because it will be a big boss fight. I mean, we have to destroy Parallelmon. That's a big boss fight. Oh, cool. Boosted all of our stats. Alright, it looks like Omnimon just wants to steal all the kills whenever possible. Because the second time he did all delete when he could kill something. I think he's just a secret glory hog, Omnimon. Maybe I should use the gun in this turn. Okay, yeah, that was definitely the smarter choice to do. Alright, Holy Flare.
Holy flare!
Or is it supposed to be the sun, but without the scorching flames? Because it would be weird if it's the moon that's behind him. Because he very clearly has a sun pattern on his hands, Chronomon. So it wouldn't add up if that was the moon. Yeah, Magnamon for the win! Deserved, because he was like the MVP for this fight. Are you alright? I hope you are not injured. Why did you harm them? Was it because of your prejudice towards them? I was afraid of this. Then why did you tell us to help then, Doraemon, if you knew this was gonna happen? Afraid of what? These are Digimon who oppose the X program. Frankly, it is hard to imagine there are many in favor of a program that threatens to render our kind extinct. It's not only the X program that we oppose, we are against any form of violence between Digimon rooted in prejudice. So, how is your thinking any different from that of Omnimon and Doraemon here? They seem to believe something needs to be done about the X program too. No, the two of them are merely cowards. Hey, who are you calling a coward? You have the X-antibody, which means you lived through that tragedy. It is your duty as a survivor to end the program. There's nothing to hesitate for. What would you have me call that besides cowardice? Though I hardly wished for it, the truth is that the X program is resolving the resource crisis. Carefully observing the current situation may ultimately lead to the least loss of life. We must think before we act. We do not have time for such deliberate consideration. How many Digimons do you think have died while you sat around? We wish to save all Digimon, which is why we must seize this opportunity. Yes, we shall defeat that Digimon, Parallelmon, and use their power to accomplish our goals. Well, there they go. I have to say, they were as stubborn as ever. It isn't hard to understand their line of thinking. It is the instinct of every living being to try to fend off a threat. Even without a concrete, effective solution, and no matter how low the odds, there's the urge to keep fighting. It isn't logical at all, but feelings never are. It almost sounds like you're talking about you and me, although the threat we face is different. By the way, what do they mean about using Parallelmon's power to accomplish their goals? That is as much a mystery to me as it is to you. I suggest we track them down and ask again. Sorry, track them down again and ask them. I read in the wrong word for some reason. We all need to work together if we hope to return home. Alright, both of them are very stubborn, so I don't think either side is gonna listen to reason or wanna work together. Because Galmon and Allforce are too much of a pacifist.
Look!
And they are too aggressive, Magnamon and Jesmon.
So, the pro-X program faction has run into the anti-X program faction. This can't be good.
I mean, weren't they supposed to have a meeting together, though?
Selection is a natural law. The X program is a test bestowed upon us from on high, so that we might progress towards the next stage in our evolutionary development as a species.
The X-antibody is no instrument of divine will. It is a program, no more and no less.
By that logic, aren't Digimons also just programs, no more, no less? If we use the logic that the X program is just a program, and Digimon, well, although they are living programs, they still are programs because their whole being is that they consist of zeros and ones.
You seriously believe yourselves to be chosen beings? Your arrogance knows no bounds.
I can see no value in further conversation.
They're fighting again?
What do you expect, is what I say.
Everyone, please! This place is not our world! Can we not at least work together until we are able to return home?
Yeah, ceasefire. That's a good idea.
You should already know the answer to that. Cooperation is out of the question.
We're going to do what we believe is right. and it seems they've reached a similar conclusion.
Yes. If we can defeat Parallelmon and make use of its power, we can solve everything.
So, it comes down to a race. Whoever defeats Parallelmon first will have their way.
What exactly are you saying? And in any case, Parallelmon will be no easy foe. Unless we all work together.
Cowards need to keep their mouths shut.
There are 2 doors here. We need not share the same path.
I couldn't agree more. From this point on, it'll be a race.
But who's gonna be the referee, though? You can't have a race without a referee, though.
Oh, why can't we work together? Even at a time like this?
What's so funny?
They're just so hopelessly naive, immature, idealistic. Each group believes in their own sense of justice, that theirs is the one true way.
Which is a terrible way of thinking, to think that there's only one true answer to a solution.
How many conflicts have broken out from a disagreement on what's right? So even here, history repeats itself. The world of Digimon is not so different from our own. Truly fascinating.
I mean, the Digimons are made from computers in the human world, so they are bound to be similar to us humans, because we made a computer, and obviously we leave a footprint of our own personalities in everything we do.
Well, as far as we're concerned, we need to get them to band together. Otherwise...
Yes. Otherwise, we probably won't be able to beat Parallelmon, meaning we'll be stuck here forever. We have to go after them.
The only question is, which way do we proceed? Through the digital-looking door after the Pro-X program group? Or through the wooden door after the Anti-X program group?
I vote the cooler looking door. Let's take the cooler one first. I mean, this looks cool, this door. The other one's just a plain, boring white door. I know this place. It's Akihabara. So, we're in our world? It looks like more Akashic debris has appeared before you. A different space must be fragmented this time. Now, this is a lovely part, and that one just gorgeous. Oh, ew, no, bad part. No, thank you. I need to make that device a reality, or Digimon phase electron life forms will prove a threat to humanity. Digimon? A threat? Do Digimon attack humans in your world? No answer? Alright, Simmons, I see how you play. The sad truth is, a certain number of Digimon simply cause trouble. If it were only the chosen, this would not happen. Press X to doubt on that? Or in this case, don't press the X button, otherwise we'll just advance the text automatically. Overpopulation is at the root of all this. Though it pains me to say this, the process of selection must continue. Heh. Their conversation didn't sound very funny to me. Oh no, not funny at all. They were being completely logical. Everything they said fits together perfectly. Maybe a little too perfectly. They seem drunk on their own logic. Perhaps that's why they consider themselves chosen. If you ask me, I'd say that conversation of theirs was overly logical. There was no joy in it. And that's a problem? Of course. Without some spark of hope, something to make the heart leap, their claim of an evolutionary step forward is a sham. We need to tell them that, which is just another reason we should keep going after them. She's right with that, Simmons. Like, if you don't have joy or any sort of type of emotion behind an action you do, then it just becomes very bland. I don't know if I want to bother reading Mirai right now. Maybe slightly later I'll read what she says, but not right now. Something about this place seems familiar. Would you not agree, Omnimon? There is a certain aspect of this world that resembles our own. The tension in the air is reminiscent of that following the conflict that broke out regarding the X program. I'm curious. Could you describe for me in concrete terms how exactly the X program works? It lodges itself within a Digimon that ultimately deletes it from existence. The only way to escape its effect is to possess the X-antibody, which is... You there! Hand over your X-antibodies! Since possessing the X-antibody is a matter of life and death, there are many who try to take it by force. These Digimon were likely sent here by Parallelmon as well. Beware, they're on the attack. But is the X-antibody really something that's supposed to be tangible? I thought it wasn't tangible. Like, that was the whole point of it, that it was an intangible object?
Please?
At least that's what I thought. But who knows? Maybe in this particular timeline, it is something you can physically touch. Alright, I can just leave Kusuhamon to Omnimon. He did that much damage. Ooh, heavy strike on Raydramon. Sorry to do this to you, buddy, but armor Digimon versus armor Digimon. Alright. The AI just really don't want to do any damage to Jupitermon, it seems. Alright, Jupitermon does horribly in this fight. Rosemon, do you do better? Please? Yeah, like lower the light resistance of Raydramon, perhaps? Ooh. 3 poisons? That's helpful. Alright, I know I'm gonna wake up the Kusuhamon, but, you know, this is why Swarty's here. To specifically deal with Kusuhama.
Here it comes! Lightning blade!
You want some of this? Shining gold solar storm!
Alright, that was a cool animation. Yeah, the poison is gonna be my savior for this fight, that's for freaking sure. Will you not be resistant to light if I do this? I'm just curious. Like, your resistance to light, is it reduced now or is it still at null?
Ready to go. Yeah! I owe you one.
Let's just look here. Oh yeah, no, now he no longer is immune to light, so that works. Whoops. I meant to target Kusuhamon. I guess Kusuhamon gets to live another turn. Unless... Nah, it would live. The gun will not do enough damage to kill. Never mind, it did. Very nice then. So wait a minute, maybe I should do this. There, reverse, so it is actually weak to light. Alright, so Doraemon is just here for the vibes then, and to occasionally buff. Which I don't mind, but it would have been more cooler if they made Doraemon actually have offensive stats. Since that's the beauty of the game, you can make any Digimon have max stats. It's a real shame that Doraemon doesn't have better stats. Alright, just one more to go. And that someone is Bill Wolfmon. Which should be a lot easier to handle because of character reversal. Is one of the laser beams with the shining gold solar storm coming from the crotch area of Magnamon? I have to see that. Because if so, that's an odd place to shoot laser from.
Seriously?
Guess to find out we have to do another battle. We're sorry, it was wrong of us to attack you. We won't try to steal them anymore, so please just let us keep our antibodies. It seems their X-antibodies are extrinsic rather than intrinsic. Intrinsic, so there are different types of X-antibodies? Yes, aside from a few special cases, most Digimon acquire the X-antibody extrinsically. Which is where selection comes in. It may be sad, but we must accept that this Trial bestowed upon us will lead to the evolution of Digimon as a species. The X-antibody completely nullifies the X program, but does not last forever. After it has been used up, the X program will continue to act as a force of natural selection. Survivors must battle amongst themselves for the X-antibody in order to stay alive. I see, so those Digimon just now were risking their lives in an attempt to acquire the X-antibody. How brutal. It's like a scene straight out of hell. No, this is a trial bestowed upon us that we must overcome. The weak shall die, but if that is divine law, we must live by. I wish to at least make it so they do not suffer. Yes, that is the compassionate thing to do. They can't be serious. Their thinking was never so extreme before they acquired the X-antibody. Could the X-antibody itself be affecting their personalities? There are plenty of examples of bodily changes having an impact on personality, though they're all in human cases. I'm sensing the presence of others. Most likely there are more Digimon who are after the X-antibody lurking nearby. Justice must be served so what we do will not change. If you try to stop us, we may end up in quite the rivalry. Yeah. What Jesmon forgets to say is that they aren't just chosen to become X-antibodies, they also become way spikier and edgier. But definitely they become way spikier.
What is this place? This is not our world.
We know, Omnimon. It's been established we keep traveling to places that aren't our own. That's kind of why we have to defeat Parallelmon, because he won't won't take us to our world, so you really shouldn't be surprised, Omnimon. Behold, a back alley.
You want me to leave public safety with you?
Yes, I have some concerns about the organization, which I suspect you share.
I've already written my resignation. Ever since Captain Karemi quit, I feel like things have gotten out of hand. When he was still around, it felt like we had purpose. But I'm surprised to hear that you're leaving too, Dr. Simmons. I thought... Don't you see Digimon as enemies?
I did, until very recently. I believed preparing for the coming threat of the Digimon was the right thing to do. But depending on the situation, the right thing to do can change. Clinging to a single vision of justice is foolish.
Which is exactly what the Public Safety Office is doing right now.
That's right. I see you're every bit as sharp as I suspected. That test subject Captain Karemi's friend brought in, Aegeomon, I think it was. That Digimon clearly had his own will, his own emotions. More importantly, he trusted the humans he was with. Seeing that caused me to reevaluate my understanding, or rather, you could say that those two taught me something. They showed me that Digimon and humans can understand one another. What's so funny?
The wonders never cease. What you said just now didn't sound like data or facts. It sounded like a dream of yours.
What is science for but to make people's hopes and dreams come true? I'm sure that's what Dr. Yuki would say.
Why do you keep insisting that you know what I would say, Dr. Simmons? Like you don't know what PhD I got a doctorate in. But I will say it's not a PhD in philosophy or saying quotes you can just put on walls. That's not the PhD I got. So I think you're off the mark there, Dr. Simmons, on what I would say.
I don't want to create instruments of war.
I don't want people to create that either, but I still wouldn't say what you said, though. Or at least not with those words, or probably phrase it differently.
Instruments of war. Did Digimon start a conflict in your world?
I think the answer to that is both yes and no. Because, yes, there were Digimons that caused a conflict in our world, but it's no because it was orchestrated by a higher being, so not of their own volition in that sense that they caused a conflict. It was that someone sparked a conflict between humans and Digimons for their own purpose.
They played a crucial role in the outbreak of one. That much is objective fact. But please, don't misunderstand. I don't blame Digimon at all.
Alright, I'm pretty sure this bot just showed up in chat is the same one as the one that spawned like a few days ago. So I think I have to maybe ban the bot? Instead of just turning it off, I think I may have to ban it. Because I recognize the name. Block. Remove. And report. Can I just report it as a bot? Ah, there we go. Found it. Yes, it's a bot. You want me to explain in more words? I would just keep it simple. It's a bot. Like, what other reason would it be to ban a bot other than it's a bot? Sure, there. Let's see how that goes. Reporting a bot. If it doesn't do any different, then I'll just keep doing what I've been doing then, just turning them off, I suppose. Or, not literally turn off, but, like delete them or shut them out from the channel and stuff.
I believe we can find a way to coexist.
There's no perfect future where all can be happy and live in harmony.
Not with that attitude, Magnamon. But if you say it with more whims, with more, joy and hope in it, then yes, it's possible. But not when you say it in that way.
Such lies will save no one. It's just as I've been saying. Selection is a necessity.
The problem with this is who determines who gets chosen? That's where the flaw is.
There are too many unnecessary Digimon in this world. Your future is the result of that.
But how can you say for certain which Digimon is the unnecessary one and which isn't? Like, there's too many variables to determine who would and wouldn't be necessary. You just can't do a general selection. You can't do that.
We need the X program, and with Parallel Mon's ability, we can carry out the process of selection more efficiently.
So basically, you just let people that are like you exist and eliminate everyone else. That's not a good answer.
More efficiently? What do you mean by that?
We can isolate all lesser beings in another dimension. That will resolve everything.
That is absurd! How can you even consider such a monstrous solution?
Apologies, but we aren't interested in a debate. If you wish to try and stop us by force, we won't hold back.
Doesn't seem like there's any common ground to be found at all.
Maybe we won't be able to cooperate after all.
That's what happens when folks get too fixated on one idea of what's right. They talk of evolution, but the true meaning of that term involves adapting to fit an environment.
Yep, which is correct. Evolution is about adapting, not who's the strongest, baddest, and loudest.
For those who insist they don't need to change, there can be no evolution.
Well, guess we have to go through the plane door now. I don't think there's gonna be any fight. They loathe fighting in here. Oh hey, we're back to this place that was all stealth, or well, attempted stealth. So, they haven't found Kurui either. That's right, sir. I'm afraid we've lost many of our old comrades. Some were caught up in an explosion over the government building. Others died because of anomalous phenomena. There are lots of people who are still unaccounted for, but there's one thing we can say for certain. Every one of them was doing all they could to accomplish their mission. So I can't just sit around doing nothing. Dr. Simmons and I are returning to anomalous affairs. The public safety office is barely even functional anymore, but somebody has to do something. Mr. Kuremi, no, Captain Kuremi, what are you going to do? I'm going to fight. I'm going to face down our foes, however terrifying the enemy Digimon may be. Well, clearly, what Kuremi's answer was just standing there, looking disappointed. Or sad? It was a mix of emotions there he had in his face. You would fight Digimon? I won't deny what I've done. I've taken up arms against Digimon many times now, so that we humans might survive. Hate me if you will, you have every right. Honestly, Asuna, did you have to put that so bluntly? Though I suppose that is rather in character of you. Still, I haven't given up. Given up on what? Coexistence. Would you speak of such a... You would speak of such a thing? You who have taken up arms against Digimon? Absurd! In truth, you're every bit as self-centered as those other cowards. Yeah, so Galbon is just someone that calls you names. He's just a big bully here. Which doesn't seem very fitting, because Galbon's supposed to be a knight? Why is he a big bully? Parallelmon? That's right, sir. They are a hostile Digimon we haven't been able to get much of a handle on so far. Dr. Simmons has a theory that they can travel freely through space-time. I see. Then we'll need to take action as soon as possible. Man, just the thought of traveling through space-time gets my head spinning. Makes me wonder what's even real anymore. Do you remember what you said to me back when I was still new to public safety? I signed up because I wanted to do what was right. But once I got within the bounds of the organization, I started to question what the right thing to do really was. I wasn't even sure if it was humanity that we should be protecting anymore. I was lost. I was worried. I couldn't see my way through. But you noticed that and decided to encourage me. You told me that I was exactly the right kind of person to work in public safety. That none none are more trustworthy than those who question what is right. That nothing is more terrifying than the arbitrary sense of justice. That some things matter more than using righteousness as a weapon, such as always questioning what is just. And that as such, to have doubts about these things is its own kind of skill. If it weren't for those very words, I wouldn't be standing here today, continuing to question what is right. I think that's something that a lot of people fail to realize, that asking questions is a healthy thing to do. Like, not asking questions is when something becomes wrong. Because you can't further develop anything if you don't ask questions. Some things matter more than using righteousness as a weapon. What is it? Sorry, it's nothing. Never mind. And now we see inside the lab.
The research data on Parallelmon has been stolen?
Yes, and it was Kuga who took it. That data could be the key to a fundamental theory of travel through space-time.
That Kuga, when will he ever do something right?
I don't know his motives, but this is a disaster. That data could have been our ticket out of this hellish scenario. That memory is from just before we came here. The two of us went after Kuga, and just when we finally found him, Parallelmon showed up. Kuga was probably sent here as well.
Research data on Parallelmon. Travel through space-time.
That will prove useful information indeed.
I don't think it likely we will find anything else. We should return to the previous room with the two doors.
It can't be.
Whoop. I thought I could squeeze by there.
Activate! Energy bomb!
You know, I'm just gonna flee from this fight if possible. Thank you. Because I didn't want to fight in the first place. Well, there's Kuga. Kuga. Over here, give us the data. Never. I'll never give it up. You mean to say that this is where the research data on Parallelmon is stored? You must give it to us now. Data on Parallelmon? That is just what we've been looking for. Hand that over. Nice and easy. If we can make use of Parallelmon's ability to traverse space-time, we can isolate all lesser Digimon. Silence! You will do no such thing! There are no lesser Digimon! Our lives are all equal! Oh? Then how do you propose to resolve the current situation we are in? By traveling through space-time, we can uncover the origins of the X program that may allow us to find a way forward. We do not have that kind of time! Well, what will it matter if we find a solution after the world has already been destroyed? Enough! You are all making the same fundamental mistake. Parallelmon's data is not ours to begin with. These people risked their lives to obtain it. Yet now you propose to take it by force? Words fail me. Kuga, wait. Well, time for our Kuga memory, I guess. Kuga, calm yourself. The settings are incorrect. I'm sorry, Dr. Simmons. What is this we're seeing? A memory of Kugas? I hate to admit it, but Simmons is the real deal. I just don't get it. Why would she have so much talent? A woman who became a scientist because of some anime. Yo, anime is a good reason to start doing something. Don't knock on that, Kuga. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people out there that probably became scientists because of Dr. Stone. And I don't see anything wrong with that. My love of science is so much greater than hers. I'd give my life if it meant contributing to scientific progress. Prove it, Kuga. Prove it that you would give your life to progress science. Prove it. Otherwise, you just baseless claims to make yourself sound better than Simmons. Oh, hey, look, now we're underground. I have a feeling that we might need to clash with either Jessmon and Magnamon or Gallantmon and Olafur's Vidermon. So I need to think of a strategy for that. Let's see. The Magnamon Jessmon duo, it's one data, one vaccine. And the Olafur's Gallant combo is one virus, one vaccine. So either way, having multiple data types would be a good thing for this fight. No matter which way you slice it. And having vaccines is going to be essential for Gallantmon. So I think I have to forego virus types for this fight? Yeah, because virus will only be effective against Jessmon. And I can just make the vaccines effective against Jessmon by using character reversals. I don't think I need virus. So I think I would just go all in on vaccine and data, which I would need a third data type. Which my options are Medieval Gallantmon, and I think that's like my only option. I could go Bancho Lily as well. Let's just see who would be the best option. Griffimon is an answer. Mirage Galgamon is also an answer. I think that's it though. I don't have many data types. Which is problematic. Or at least I don't have many data types that have a designated stat training. I guess I go Ceresmon Medium? And that would be my other data type? Yeah, I think that would have to be my choice. With Ceresmon. Alright, so that's the 3 data types. 3 vaccines. I want Magnamon. Give me Alphamon. There's the lad, Alphamon. Yes, deploy him for this fight. That's gonna be good. Maybe we could swap out Jupitermon for like Marsmon? Or I mean Chaosmon would do a lot of damage. It's the thing though. How's my Omnimon X doing with its stats? Pretty alright. There's also Shine Green on Burst Mode. I think I'll go Shine Green on Burst Mode. I think this will be the team setup I go with. Yeah, because Magnamon has a character reversal. I was just comparing the stats a little quickly between Sarismon and well, I could run a virus and character reverse that to kill a vaccine. But then it wouldn't be able to kill Data, which wouldn't matter. I think I can do that. Character reverse a virus instead. Because I'm not feeling super secure about the stats. Is the thing. And if we bring a virus, then we may as well bring Chronomon? Nullifies unfavorable. 70% chance, 20% reduction to all of the stats. Yeah, I think I would do Chronomon then. As the reversed virus. I do have to have multiple character reversals though. I think I would give you character reversal instead of Shadow Fang. You can have character reversal. There we go. Now onwards. Now that I've assigned my team for eventual boss fights. That may or may not happen. Because maybe we'll find a peaceful resolution. Though I don't think the developers would set that up. They've like slowly built up. Hey there, Jumbo Gabamon. I didn't see you there. You blended in so well with the background. I did not see him there at first. A loader Leomon? No. That's a Puppetmon. I should leave it alone. Because I know a guy that loves Puppetmon. He would probably be super angry if he saw me attack an instant Puppetmon. That was a fancy door, being half and half. Another Kuga memory? Why do we need his
What
memories?
you've created in my absence is nothing but a weapon of mass murder.
One could say mass destruction. Cue baby, baby, baby.
I'm sure even you have come to regret that. After all, you can hardly ignore all the destruction outside.
And obviously I meant the Persona song when I said baby, baby, not the one Beaver song.
Come work as my assistant again. That's all I have to say to you.
Wait. Are you really going to let me off so easily? I'm the reason everything's turned out like this. It's all my fault.
Don't flatter yourself, Kuga. If your work alone was what made the world turn out like this, well, then that would be great news. That would mean with my work alone, I could restore it to what it was before. But right now, I need every helping hand I can get. You've got hands, don't you? I'm sure you'll be able to help.
How do you know, Simmons, that he has hands? What if those are just fake hands and his hands are hooks all along?
The weight of the sins you bear isn't so great. So, loosen up and let's get to work.
Or it could be crab claws, his hands.
I'm sorry. Everyone.
That's a big, shining bird flying up in the sky. I need my phone to be a gun so I can deal with that. Or possibly have my phone turn into a bow and arrow. That also works. Because then I will maybe be able to get a critical hit. But knowing my luck, I probably wouldn't get a critical hit. I would just get crit by the enemy instead. If I try to apply Fire Emblem logic to this. There's another big bird. But this one is not golden, it's just yellow. Did the Phoenix one just fly into the pillar? Sorry, not this way, so... Ah! I didn't see those stairs there. They were too thin for my eyes to notice. Holy, that's some slow flapping there from the Phoenixmon. Look, fast. Then, whoa. Fast. Slow. That takes talent to be able to control your wings in such a manner. Kind of nice how we have to go back to where we found out who Aegiamon was. We have to go to this location. Kind of symbolic. More Kuga stuff? Come on, game.
Kuga, don't be an idiot!
Kind of hard not to be an idiot when that's your entire personality.
What good will it do for you to steal that data?
Nothing good. He's just that dumb. He thinks it will do him good.
You're asking me that? No, I'm the one with questions for you, Simmons. How is it you refuse to act when the answer is staring you in the face? Parallelmon has the ability to travel freely through space-time, just as you predicted. If we can harness that power, we may be able to alter this apocalyptic situation we're living in.
We've already tried and failed to harness the power of Digimon. Have you forgotten?
That failure was just a stepping stone for this to succeed. Everything's been guiding us towards this one answer.
You truly are a hopeless fool.
Oh, why? Why are you always like this?
Maybe if you didn't behave like a fool, she wouldn't see you in such a way, Kuga. Have you thought about that?
Why is it that you have so much talent, yet refuse to use it for what's right?
Wasn't it the unquestioned assumption that eliminating all Digimon was right that caused DSAT to go off the deep end?
No, DSAT failed because I lack the talent and ability to build that weapon properly.
Yeah, Kuga's definitely not a good guy. Because if that's the only thing he regrets, that he couldn't perfect the Digimon killing machine, and not that the fact that he built a Digimon killing machine, just comes to show that Kuga is not a guy you can trust. He's bad.
Yes, science can solve any problem, provided we have the skill to implement it. That's what has brought us this far. Heaven's mistake was in blessing you with such genius when you do not love science. If only you would get serious. If I had your gifts, I'd use them properly. And as a man utterly devoted to science, I'm the one who deserves them.
Maybe we should have Parallelmon just use his absorbent bang to eliminate Kuga. Because I don't think the world is gonna be harmed by Kuga not existing anymore. I'll never hand over this data. I'm the only one who can make proper use of that talent. The advancement of science comes from all. Only by staying true to this principle will we solve humanity's problem. I'm afraid we have our own principles that we must hold to. Prepare for our worst. Those principles you speak of are arbitrary at best. Don't you see how wrong this all is? It is not we who determine right or wrong. It is divine will. They truly mean to take that data by force. That man is in danger. We must help. Alright, so we fight them first. No, the Jesmon bullied my Jesmon. That's not allowed. Let's see. Right, it's the data vaccine combo. So I want my data types first, and then my vaccines. I think that's how I want to do it. Though Chronomon right now is in danger of Magnamon. But if I reverse it, I'll be in trouble of Jesmon with Chronomon. I don't think this is the fight for Chronomon. I think this one I have to use Vaccine and then reverse Jesmon. So let's bring in Alphamon.
I'm counting on you.
Whom I guess will just do a lot of Saint Knuckle. No, not attack charge. Why would you do that, Jesmon? Yeah, Charité on Magnamon. Now you reverse Jesmon. There we go.
Supreme Cannon!
Thanks.
Use gun on Magnamon. That should help. Yeah, that did help with the damage. Why do you guys gotta keep using that one Jesmon, nothing else? And why always on my Jesmon?
Here goes.
Ow.
Gold Solar Storm!
Ow. That was a lot of HP you healed. What the frick, game? Stop boosting your attack, please. I don't appreciate it.
I got this. Shiny tech.
Yeah, can't do status ailments. That's unfortunate.
Please?
Here it comes! Ultimate Saberkin!
Good damage. Spirit. That's not the thing I need to be boosted, by the way.
Thank you.
Again, I don't need a spirit boost. Yeah, sadly I can't boost any of the attacking stats on my Jesmon right now. I guess I can do this. Alphamon, you heal this turn. Just in time, I would say. Ow! That's so much damage to my poor Rosemon. Can you stop buffing your attack so much, Jesmon? I don't appreciate it.
Shiny tech.
Not triple actions. Now, come on. I was just getting so comfortable with you having a lower light resistance, buddy. No, I don't want to risk Rosemon dying here.
Ultimate Saberkin!
Yeah, that's not good. That's definitely not good with the speed boost.
Better be ready. Metal cannon. Now we're talking.
I think that's like the only thing Jesmon X can do. Buff himself and use Belt Flugel. Luckily, he targeted the one that would take the least amount of damage from it. Stop boosting your speed, Magnamon, please. Magic charge? You don't use magic moves right now, Jesmon. What are you thinking?
Shiny tech.
Oh wait, I think the correct answer is he's not thinking. He's just pressing the A button. Furiously, Jesmon X. And just hope it works out.
Ultimate Saberkin! Here it comes! Supreme Cannon!
Take this!
Not sure why the AI is only focusing on Jesmon instead of helping me with the Magnamon problem. Because that's where I need help. This Magnamon is still alive. After so many turns. No, he's gonna heal himself too. Ow. Freaking 5,000 HP healing is not fun. Dude, Jesma didn't do any triple action. Why is he so fast? And here's another god dang attack boost. HP sprays 3. I'm back to like almost square one with the Magnamon's HP. Because I'm further back than I was just last turn. Thank you, Omnimon. That was very helpful. He heard me complain, and then therefore they changed focus. They heard me complain. Complaining at a game works. It listens. That's not good. Alphamon is dying. That's not good. Stop buffing your speed, Magnamon. Alright, Magnamon is almost down, and it's just gonna be one left. That should probably be a lot easier too. Assuming I get help from the AI, that is. Almost, almost. Come on. Come on, attack Magnamon. Come on, game, come on. Yes, yes. No, Doraemon. I was so close. Alright, please die here, please. Thank you. He changed up his strategy now. Ow. I can see why. Please stop doing that. Gotta swap out my Vaccine squad now. Because it's just a reverse Jesmon left. Yeah, plasma shot. It's gonna do the most. Yes, I figured. A lot easier when it's just him left. Because Magnamon was a problem. Yeah, Corona Blaze Sword I think is the answer here. Ooh, that damage. Baby, that damage. That's why we bring in frickin' Shine Greymon into this fight. That's not good. Acceleration boost is never a good thing.
Now.
Use the gun. Good, good. Vulcan Napalm. Ah, I missed.
Here goes. Corona
This is not gonna miss though. There. I thought it was gonna do more damage, for being honest, because you use acceleration boost and everything, but that did like nothing. The fights become so much easier when once you just have the type advantage. Like, who needs defense like Shine Greymon where you can just have max HP? Yeah, you're not gonna live the next turn, Jessmon. You're not gonna have time. Yeah, see? Didn't even have time to use up the acceleration boost. Ooh, good experience. Damn. Well, how convenient. That makes 2 fewer opponents we must face. Why would the chosen ones ever bend the knee? That seems to be the greatest proof of all. Proof that that which you believe in exists only within your heads. You simply cling onto this divine will as an excuse, all while leaving your fellow Digimon to die. We shall never give up. It is our duty to save everyone, even those who have been abandoned by that divine will. Our belief is in our own sense of justice, and not in anything or anyone else. Now I must ask you to hand over that data. Rest assured that we will use it for what is absolutely right. There's no such thing as absolutely right in this world. What is right depends on the situation and circumstances. Pure sophistry. That is the sort of thinking that allowed you to take up arms against Digimon. If words will not convince you, then it seems we must resort to violence. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a rough fight. Because I have a feeling this one is gonna have a gimmick tied behind it. And we all know gimmick fights are not that fun. That is a gimmick. Our accuracy gets lowered. Ooh, Shadow Fang is gonna do a lot here. Then by all means, Shadow Fang away. And Magnamon? No, don't reverse, because then Shine Greymon's gonna take extra damage. Just Plasma Shot. Plasma Shot away.
Plasma shot!
Yes, he does want some of this, Gallantmon. He wants your very lightning ball.
Appreciate it. Yes.
Thanks.
This is also not gonna be fun with a hate charge, you sir. But it's a good thing I prepared myself with a full vaccine team for just this occasion. That we can't hurt anyone else. Lucky me, I don't want to hurt anyone else. I just want to hurt Gallantmon. He's the only one for me to hurt.
Plasma shot!
Boom! No! Stupid accuracy decrease from all force. Yeah, the fact that he always spams hate charge is what's gonna make this annoying. Luckily, Omnimon can just ignore it, so long as he uses all delete.
Ready to go.
Thanks.
yes, I would very much want to use gun on Gallantmon because I don't like his hate charge. I wanted to stop doing it immediately. And I guess the only way to make him stop is to attack him. Why did you get triple actions all force? I attacked Gallantmon. Why did you get triple actions? How does that make sense? Now please connect to Shadow Fang. Son of a gun. I was just hit by one singular ray of victory and I'm missing this much. Truly is. If it's not 100%, it's 50% with accuracy.
Here goes the ray of victory.
No, not more of it. I don't want my accuracy to be lowered even more. Right, I'm definitely gonna use a stat recovery on everyone this turn.
Here it comes. All delete.
I'm pretty sure all delete ignores evasion, I think. Yeah, I think it does.
Yes.
Now Galmon's getting triple actions? Seriously? Oh no. Attack reflect. Well, good thing I have soul digitalization, I suppose. But also, I want my stats to be back to normal.
Please?
Thanks.
There, I want there to be no chance of me missing this soul digitalization.
Soul digitalization.
Yeah, the greatest move of all time. It's just so ridiculously cool. Ow. Sadly, I can only choose one thing.
You're the best.
That one hits all, but it used up all my SP though. Yeah, I'm not immune to fire, I just resist fire. So if I want to get rid of his attack reflect, I think I have to do this. Alright, that's annoying. He still has an attack reflect up, even after doing that. Okay, so it doesn't work that way, huh?
Now.
Oh yeah.
Luckily, this is a magic move, though. So I can still hit him with this.
Shining gold solar storm.
Doesn't do a lot of damage, but I can luckily hit him with it. Is your attack reflect gone, or do you still have it?
All delete.
It wore off, but he freaking put it up again. So annoying.
Thank you.
Truly the worst combo. Hate charge user that puts up a reflect whatever attacking move. Worst possible combo out there. That only the AI could ever perform. Because you can never combine hate charge with anything else as with your character. If you use hate charge, it's hate charge. You won't get to use any reflect with it. Unless you set up the reflect first and then the hate charge. That's like the only way to work around it. He can't do anything because of the stupid attack reflect. Dark magic. Yeah, this can lower. So yeah, let's do it.
Please?
Just so I can lower the stats of Gallantmon here. There. Lower all of his, or some of his stats. Lower them. I sadly did not lower the correct stat, but at least I lowered something of his.
You want some of this? Shining gold solar storm!
Not magic break. Come on, game.
Yes.
And sadly, he's gonna have time to set up an attack reflect before it's my turn. I'm really glad Omnimon has been on point with using all the leech. Even though he hasn't connected it, he's been at least been on point with using it. Ooh. This is the time to use the gun. There's no attack reflect, so I can definitely hit him. Unless that just happens, he just dies immediately, which is even better.
Please?
Can I lower your light resistance? Please, all force, let me do that. Yeah, I can lower his light resistance.
Victory sword!
Cool that he made a V behind him, but unfortunately he had to target Chronomon with that. But that was exactly why I bought a lot of revival items. That's exactly why. There, reverse Chronomon. Yeah, do that.
Chrono devolution!
So we can lower his stats. Attack, defense, intelligence. Ah, but I can't lower his speed. That's unfortunate. Why is he so much for status ailments? All force. That's not fun. Come on. I wanted to swap out Magnamon. Well, his defense got lowered, so... that works.
Hooray of victory!
Right, first of all, multi-recovery on Rosemont.
I owe you one.
Then we do X-Aura. There. And of course, he's back at it again with the stat lowering.
Better be ready! Metal cannon!
There, that's the thing to do. Of course, it took very personally that he needs to heal himself because I could do that much damage. Of course, it would be that petty. It's just so I can move on Magnamon's turn. Because he currently can't move.
Here it comes! All delete!
Really? You're dodging everything, Doraemon? Even the follow-up things? There we go.
I'm counting on you.
Now I can finally bench Magnamon. In favor of someone that can do actual damage to him. In the sense that they do damage because they are actually effective type against him, and son of a gun. It was a regular miss. No, wait. Yeah, it was a regular miss from Chronomon 2. He didn't use this Shining V-Force yet. Or sorry, Ray of Victory. I was just about to say, don't use Victory Sword. I've not hurt you enough for that.
Metal cannon!
Here goes! The ray of victory!
And time for my accuracy to be down again. Yay! Because who doesn't like having their accuracy lowered against their will?
Launching cross art!
Stat recovery on Chronomon.
Are you okay?
So there's no way he misses the Wind Claw. Ah, almost finished the fight. Of course you have to redo the damage I did to you by healing yourself. Screw you, game. Yeah, he undid all the damage I did and then got some back as well.
Are you okay? I owe you one.
Jerk move right there.
I got this. Chevy Tech.
Just so Jesmon can do more damage. By doing the ultimate Cyberkin.
Here it comes! Ultimate Saberkin!
And slosh! No! You stupid All-Force. I guess Omnimon has to take the victory for this.
All delete!
With an all-delete. Finally, done with this fight as well. That one took long because it was more tedious. Kuga, you coward.
Kuga!
You shouldn't have looked back. You would not have tripped if you did that, Kuga.
Would you stop this already?
Uh-oh. We got caught in this trap.
Parallelmon!
Fools, did you really fail to notice me watching you all this time?
Well, time for him to separate us again. That's all it does.
No. They're too absorbed in their own battle.
And from there, Kuga will get caught in the blast.
I mean, Why do we have to rescue Kuga? Well, that's a super giant absorbent bang. Dude. How Doraemon managed to protect anyone from that giant laser beam, I do not know how. Considering that was a super-sized laser. Doraemon is so tiny. How did he manage to protect anyone against that laser move? By jumping in there.
Is that guy okay?
Also very sad. Doraemon is getting sacrificed. I'm not okay with this.
Don't worry. Kuga's just unconscious.
If Doraemon is to sacrifice himself, it's not to be for someone like Kuga. That just seems unnecessary.
Why did you save him?
For all the trouble he caused you. It was Digimon who destroyed your world, right?
That wasn't just the Digimon.
Our world isn't so simple that it makes any sense to act on a single answer. That's the tricky thing about it. Why do you think we accompanied you through all this? Because your words and actions proved that you're the same as us.
Thank you. I'm happy to hear you say that. I'm so glad that I met you.
Damn it! Is this what you all wanted? Sear this image into your minds. This is what happens when friends turn on each other. Acting like your sense of justice is everything. Have you no shame? There's something far more important.
I swore on the day I went back to the public safety office. I swore that I would try to help others. Not just for my own sake, but for all my fallen comrades. I just wanted to do what was right. Why is it so hard to do the right thing?
Because the world is a cruel place. That's why it's hard to do the right thing. And also, as you said yourself, Asuna, it's very situational of when it is the right thing to do.
This is not what we wanted.
I know this isn't something an apology can fix.
We were wrong. We're so sorry. And
To think, all it took for them to let go of their ideals was to have a friend get sacrificed.
Thank you for saving us.
Well, I guess we're gonna... No? So Doraemon didn't die? Because that's the glow Electmon had. So it was just a fake out? Cool sequence though.
I could hear all your voices. Your scattered hearts have come together as one. That bond has given me new life. Let us march. Now that we stand together, we have nothing to fear. Let us go defeat Parallelmon and return to our original worlds.
Wow. Cool evolution sequence from Doraemon warping into Alphamon, but man, They couldn't even let the sacrifice of Doraemon sink in for a minute before immediately undoing the sacrifice? That makes it seem as if Doraemon planned it all along, as if Doraemon knew, yeah, I'm not gonna die from this laser beam, I can safely jump in here. But to make them all come together, I'm gonna act as if I died. And I'm not even gonna tell my buddy Omnimon anything. I wanna see his face when he thinks I am dead. It's gonna be hysterical. I can imagine Alphamon probably had Oriomon somewhere with the hidden camera, like, haha, this will be super fun to post to YouTube. Or, well, the Digimon version of YouTube. And it will probably have like the clickbait title of like damn, I can't think of one because I can't make those titles. I can't think of one, but you know, it'll be something like, you won't believe what happens when my friend sees something happen. It will be something along those lines. Are you ready to confront Parallelmon? We cannot all go, or coordination will prove too difficult. Choose a fighter to participate in the battle alongside us. Oh, I get to choose one of them. Can I choose Alphamon? Or is Alphamon a given? Alphamon is a given. And Omnimon is a given? Oh, so it's just a matter of which X-antibody do I want. I see. I find your existence to be most fascinating. You give me hope even though as a scientist, I have no scientific basis for the feeling. And that hope is that you'll be able to get us through this somehow. As such, I have something for you. I don't want to have any regrets should this be our final conversation. Do you remember my research on phase electron interferences? This program is a prototype packed with the most recent research data. Even after you disappear, I continue my research diligently in preparation for the day you might return. Simmons' update patch. What does it do? Because it's gonna be an equipment thing, right? Like the others? What does it do though? Plus 500 SP, and you get gradual SP recovery at the start of each turn. Interesting. Okay, so Parallelmon is a virus type. So clearly I should have a squad of vaccines with me. However, I should also have other types, because he's gonna be accompanied by something, Parallelmon. At least he was in the other two. Maybe this will be the only one you actually only fight Parallelmon? Find hard to believe, but it might happen. And in that case, I would swap Jesmon then. And I just use character reversal on if it's something that's weak to data, like a vaccine. I just reverse it so that my virus type becomes strong against it. And speaking of virus, I would then take my good old buddy Lilithmon. What can I say? She's just simply one of the greatest Digimon in this game, Lilithmon. She's just that good. So let's do this. Shine Greymon, Magnamon, Lilithmon. That will be the formation. And I guess the one I want to take is All Force. Because his can lower accuracy, and that's going to be super helpful. So let's do All Force Vidramon. Join me. Your thing's far more important than my own sense of justice, and is for that which I wish to fight. Yes, he will be my ally. With our combined might, all will be made right. I am certain of it, and Swatch will remain steadfast to the bitter end. There we go. Your scattered hearts have come together as one. We shall defeat Parallelmon. I wonder if they would get a cool...
Why do you try to stop me?
I wonder if they would have a cool sequence like in the Gakuran DLC. When they defeat Parallelmon.
Resistance is futile.
Oh right, I forgot. Parallelmon was part Borg. I keep forgetting that.
I can see the future. None may triumph over fate.
Why tell us this? If you can see the future, then you should know telling us you can see the future and that we can't win is not gonna help you. So why tell us?
You can see the future? Don't make me laugh. I can't think of anything more easily refutable. And you can say none may triumph over fate, but we've already come out victorious against it. That's why we are here. Our very existence proves you wrong. The future can be changed.
She said the line! She said the line that Crom from Fire Emblem is known for. The future can be changed. So Simmons is a Fire Emblem fan, confirmed? How many times are you gonna... Oh, he's not gonna do it. Oh! Oh, no, I thought so. Oh! But we fight Duru Greymons. That's a neat little reference. Alright, so virus and 2 data types. Shoot. You know, I think I can leave the Dora Greymons to Lilithmon, and I just have my vaccines focus on Parallelmon. I think I can do that. Oh. Wait. Oh, Parallelmon can't be damaged this turn, you say? Oh. That means I have to defeat the Dora Greymons. Alright then. Then let us do Holy Flare.
Holy Flare!
Only because it will hit both of the Dura Greymons. Alright, they aren't that bulky, the Dura Greymons.
You want some of this? Plasma shot!
I will have to keep an eye on Magdamon's health though, because right now... Dude, you've done enough absorbent bag in the story. You don't have to do it in the fight too. Did he just lower my SP with that one attack? If so, screw him for that. Screw him for stealing my SP. Well, the Dora Greymons are all but accounted for. Because they got poisoned.
Here it comes. All delete.
There's no point, Omnimon. You can't hurt Parallelmon. He's untouchable right now. And I'm gonna save my gun for when I can hit the Parallelmon. Ow. Poor Chronomon. And his stats got lowered, of course they were.
please?
No. It was another accuracy loss too. Why so much accuracy loss, game? Why? You have less health.
Plasma shot.
Then we heal up.
Are you okay?
You will not have my bird fall in this fight, Parallel Mons. No matter how much you may dislike birds, mine will stay. And he will keep doing the blue and red colored lasers at you until you can finally take damage. Oh, Lilithmon's turn? Well, I think the Doragreimon's both gonna die here. Nope, only one of them. Oh, come on! Really? I still can't hurt Parallelmon?
Thanks.
How long will this last, I wonder? This gimmick is very confusing so far.
You want some of this? Plasma shot.
The Doragreymon lived, huh? Well, not for long, because it will die now.
Holy flare!
I just really like this animation. It's really cool. And another. I still don't think we can hurt him. Or can we? I'm gonna try.
Go!
Will this do damage? Will it not do any damage to Parallelmon? Oh, it does do damage to him. Cool. Sadly, I think I have to heal this. No, wait, no. I can heal with I can heal with an item. What am I thinking? Just use an HP spray.
Now.
They don't need a lot of healing, just need some healing. And then hit him with a good old Phantom Pain. Hey, you can hit Parallelmon now. That's nice. That means all my AoE moves will be useful now.
Thank you.
Get ready! Metal Meteor!
Alright, I think I'm gonna swap out.
Shining gold solar storm.
I'm gonna swap out Lilithmon, I think. Because at least I can do Chrono Devolution now to lower stats, I was about to say. But I guess I keep him around? Second time now Chronomon has died, by the way. Why are they all so mean against my bird? Don't they know the bird is a word?
I owe you one.
Or did people forget to teach Parallelmon that bird is the word? And will always be the word as well. Don't you dare hit Chronomon again. I just revived him. Alright, good, it didn't.
Victory sword!
Very good, very good. Thank you for missing the Panic Wisp, Dora Greymon. At least I'm getting lucky with that, which is good.
Supreme Cannon!
Who's gonna hit? Dude, Lilithmon didn't need to be healed. What was that all about? Alphamon? If you're going to heal anyone, at least heal Magnamon. Which, no.
Please?
No sprite for me, no.
You want some of this? Shining gold solar storm!
Please?
Alright, I'm still acceleration boosted, so that's good. I think I will do Holy Flare then. So I can get some good damage on the Dora Greymons. Because they're still alive. I have a feeling that if they die, it will make Parallelmon even easier.
Take this!
I got this. Turn to pain.
I should have healed Magnamon, I realized in hindsight, but I'm just gonna risk it, I guess. Yep, the risk paid off, because it didn't hit him.
Thanks.
Here it comes! Supreme Cannon!
No? Alright, you can do on the AI however much you want with using status ailment on them. Alright, it did decrease on Parallelmon. Alright, now Lilithmon actually needed a healing. Oh no. Well, that's my cue to no longer have Magnamon on the squad. Because he changed himself to Vaccine type. Or sorry, not Vaccine, but he's now weak to data types.
Shiny tech.
Lilithmon just died, huh? She just blew up from that attack? Not cool.
Now we're talking.
Because she was at full health when that happened.
Let's go!
Lower all your stats.
Evolution!
You don't need to have this many stat buffs on you, Parallelmon. Defense, intelligence. Alright, that's pretty good, lowering defense and intelligence. Oh, come on, Lilithmon! I guess I can't have Lilithmon anymore, because just gonna keep spamming like Soul Fear and all that, which one-shots her, which is stupid. You. None of them are weak to it, that's good. I would do Alphamon.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I am aware that Alphamon is not reversed. I am fully aware of it now that I think about it. Shine Grimoire is the only one that can reverse himself, so he will have to be in this fight after all. Reverse yourself? So you reverse the reverse from at least Parallelmon?
I owe you one. Now we're talking.
Dude, why are you healing all the wrong people, Alphamon? Do you not have any eyes? Can you not see who is hurt? Because the answer is obvious. The one that's hurt is Chronomon. Heal him, dang it. Heal Chronomon. More Chrono Devolution. Good, I got the defense at least. And the spirit, that's also good. Because if the AI is gonna heal Chronomon, then I'll have to do it myself. I think I'll just do Saint Knuckle.
Absorbent bang.
I can say for certain though, this is the most challenging Parallelmon has been. That I can say, like, guaranteed, this is the toughest Parallelmon fight out there. I guess they felt the others were too easy, so they had to up the difficulty.
Here it comes. All delete.
Helpful? Because I killed another Duragreymon.
Absorbent bang.
I owe you one.
No. Okay. Alphamon is... I feel like the Alphamon is trying to rage bait me by not healing the right one. It feels intentional. Who? No, 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 no. Do not reverse my Rosemon. No. No, no. We do not do that in this household.
I owe you one.
There, only Shine Greymon may be reversed, not Rosemon. My Shine Greymon may only be reversed because you are reversed, Mr. Parallelmon.
Chrono Devolution.
Attack, defense. Ooh. All but speed? Excellent. Yeah, definitely Saint Knuckle. It's now 3.2. Baby, that damage. Ow! Did like 4,000 damage on Chronomon. Not cool, bro. I think that this calls for a medical spray. And then another Charité.
Here it comes! All delete!
Ow. Oh, the damage again.
Metal meteor!
Don't kill any of mine. Don't. Dang. I was just praying that he wouldn't do that. Well, oh, on Greymon. I thought he was gonna do it on himself. Thank goodness he didn't do it.
Are you okay?
Now we're talking.
Let's go! Chrono Devolution!
Attack, defense, intelligence. Okay, not speed. That's fine.
Are you okay?
Whoops. I meant to click Chronomon there. I swear that's what I meant to do.
Thank you.
Well, let's pray that that he doesn't. Okay, no, he's gonna hit Chronomon. Yep.
Here it comes! All delete!
Very unfortunate that I misclicked the healing there. Triple actions is not what I wanted to see right now. Can't you have X revive instead of just using regular heal?
Now. Take this.
I don't want Chronomon to die again, so X Aura. No, no, the Greymon starting with hate charge? Come on. I don't like that they're doing hate charge. Especially since I can't hit the Greymon with Roastmon. Known bug. Yeah, he's no longer reversed. I guess it's only fair then that I do the same on me, undo my bug. If you're gonna have hate charge active the Greymon, then I'm gonna do Final Shining Burst then. So that I can still hit Mr. Parallelmon. Oh, they don't have the hate charge anymore. So I didn't have to do that. Well, this will definitely kill Rosemon if he targets her. Oh, he didn't. Good. Yeah, Vaccine Squad will do well then. Although they will take damage from Greymon, but they will still do well in general. But I feel like Rosemon is sufficient to swap out. I don't need to swap out Chronomon. Now I can swap in Alphamon though, as I thought of before. No, it does have the hate charge. It's just the AI don't care about hate charge. What the frick is what I say to that? How's that fair that the AI doesn't care about the hate charge? That's not fair at all.
Soul digitalization!
Absorbent bang. Turn to dust. Absorbent.
Back-to-back absorbent bang. He really just want to do the eye laser. As if that's gonna help if he spams that. I've made AI sleep. Of course, another hate charge, of course.
I'm grateful.
You blocked the other one? That's interesting. That was certainly was gonna block the one that has hate charge, not the one that doesn't have hate charge. That's a bit confusing. This is a magic move, so it would get reflected, but, you know, I can't do anything else about the hate charge. Well, I guess I could just attack the Greymon normally. But I want to also attack frickin' Parallelmon. Yeah, screw it, I'll just get reflected damage. If anything, I can always just heal if he takes too much damage from this. Oh, he took like no damage, then it's fine.
Here goes! Final shining burst!
As long as I have some MP, I can keep just using Final Shining Burst.
Victory sword! Yes!
Turn to dust. Endless trance.
He recognized immediately that Shine Greymon was a threat. Kind of smart of him. He spams hate charge, so might as well use my gun on him. Because I'll be probably less hate charge. Probably.
Let's go! Holy flare!
Ooh, killed both of them?
Thanks.
I think that was a bigger nerf to Parallelmon. No, the hate charge doesn't stop, huh? It still continues? Even with the new Greymons? Isn't that just fantastic?
I'm grateful.
And the hate charge one actually got to reflect this time. Not cool.
Please?
You're the best.
Well, I know he's gonna reflected that one Greymon, but so be it. Luckily, it doesn't do anything, which is surprising. And also, again, hate charge, not a problem with this. Because Shine Greymon can just ignore it. Finally, use a singular Ray of Victory. Finally. Now you know how it feels to have your accuracy lowered yourself, Parallelmon. Of course you don't miss when you use it. Of course you don't. Because why would the AI miss when they have an accuracy loss?
Let's go! Holy flare!
You know, I think I would have preferred it if his was called Unholy Flare. Just to mirror regular Chronomon. Instead of just being literally the same. Shine Greymon is still standing. He's still standing strong with like 60 HP. And the fight is done. Because of course, Omnimon had to steal the kill. He's like been a show stealer this entire run, huh?
I exist across countless worlds. I am eternal.
You say that every time I defeat you. But that's unfortunate that they didn't have a cool sequence for defeating Parallelmon.
Is becoming unstable now that its master has been defeated.
So the Bancho quest is the only one that had that. That's honestly a little bit disappointing.
If you don't hurry and get out of there, you might end up disappearing into some far-flung corner of space-time.
Well, guess we have to leave now.
We can probably return to our own worlds now. So, this is goodbye. I can't tell you how much we owe you.
I feel the same way. I hope one day we can meet again.
I apologize for all the trouble we caused you.
I believe we were able to remember something very important thanks to all of you.
Yes. Something that matters more than justice or righteousness.
You have my gratitude. Farewell.
But this is...
I want you to have it. I've got another copy anyway, in my brain.
Well, that's sweet that Simmons is offering it to Alphamon.
Misuse it after all that. Besides, the theory's incomplete. You won't be able to use it right away. Parallelmon was capable of controlling time through their own body. It seems they were able to compress their own data. Evidently, they were forcing themselves to de-digivolve to stay small enough to avoid the stress of space-time travel.
So that's how Parallelmon does it. He makes himself with that baby form every time? That's interesting.
That may not be much help now, but maybe one day it will help us reunite. And that's something I'll be looking forward to. The day we all meet again.
Thank you. I truly cannot thank you enough. But before I go, allow me to ask one last thing. That man we saw in your memories, the one who said that some things matter more than using righteousness as a weapon. What was his name again?
Kuremi. Kodai Kuremi.
Kodai Kuremi. Somehow, I feel it was his words that saved us. I will not forget them.
Is this supposed to be the Alphamon in Cyber Sleuth? Because why else would Alphamon have a need to ask for Kodai Kuremi's name? Unless this is the Alphamon that becomes Kyoko in Cyber Sleuth.
If one day we do see each other again, I hope I might meet this Kuremi so I can express my gratitude in person.
I mean, it wouldn't be too far-fetched. I mean, we do know this takes place in the same universe as Cyber Sleuth, evident by the fact that Kyoko exists in this timeline.
Until then, farewell.
Interesting. The only thing that was missing was that Alpha Mom said something about strange coffee flavors. That's the only thing missing to really piece it all together.
Looks like it's our turn now.
We owe you our thanks too. Next time you see the versions of us in your world, tell them we say hi.
I will. I will do that.
No, wait. If you did that, would it cause a time paradox?
I don't think it would cause a time paradox.
Even if it does, I'm sure the me in your world can handle it.
Huh? What happened to the data?
Impeccable timing of him to wake up. Impeccable. He missed all the action.
I recommend you get some more sleep while you can, because there's going to be hell to pay when we get back. I'm going to have to make sure you suffer enough that you never get any crazy ideas like that ever again.
Does she have to say with a smile on her face, Asuna?
A word of advice from me. Don't ever do anything to upset the Asuna in your world.
I won't. Especially not if she gets do the bad things with a smile on her face.
I wish we'd gotten more of a chance to talk. Your very existence is fascinating. I'm sure that Agent Alpha... Whoops. Listen to me. I almost let slip something highly unscientific. Anyway, so long, agent of an unknown country. Until we meet again.
I don't understand why the game goes, no, she can't reveal it. You're technically supposed to do the DLCs after you beat the main story anyways. You already know the deal with the agent.
That Akashic backdoor has been cut off from the rest of space-time. It should no longer function as a pathway, meaning the threat it posed to the laws of reality has passed. But Parallelmon can travel across space-time.
Is Parallelmon gonna be relevant in the next DLC too?
That means it's possible that a Parallelmon born in another timeline could start causing trouble again.
Or this is just their way of saying, hey, it doesn't matter which order you do it. They still have to reference, if you did 3, then you have 2 and 1 to do, or if you did 2, 3, 1, or however you mix those 3 numbers.
Until then, you'd better rest up, because you're sure to have your work cut out for you again at that point. For now, though, well done.
Even after you complete Anti-ParadoX, you can speak to the butler in the elevator hall to take on the challenge again. You can also obtain the complete rewards again. Well, there we go. Turns out I didn't want to read what she said, but meh. That's what I say to that. I don't think it was that important what Mireille said in that DLC. I sure can Digivolve stuff, but do I want to? No. And now that I've completed this third DLC, I've now completed all of them. And I can give a proper ranking to all 3 of them. And I think my ranking will go something like this. That number 1 would go to Gakuran. That one would be my favorite. I mean, heck, they even got like a cinematic cutscene of how they defeated Parallelmon. No other of the DLC got that, so Gakuran would be my favorite of the 3. And then I guess by proxy, Anti-ParadoX becomes 3rd? Because I do like the lore that you learned about Kodai and his relationship with Kyoko. I did really like that from the first DLC. So even if the Digimons were more bland compared to the 3rd one, by process of that alone, it wins over Anti-ParadoX. But it was by no means bad, Anti-ParadoX. That I will not say. Like, it's only third if I had to rank a second, first, and if I had to make a third and a second place. But yeah, I think they were all solid, all things considered, the DLCs. Whatever lore you learned about each character were neat. I do agree with what some critics say online, though, that these could have totally been in the base game. That I agree with. All these little cutscenes could have been in the base game. But, you know, better to experience these stories at all than to have them be cut content. Like, I would rather it be you pay to get this story than to have it just learn that, oh, by the way, the developers wanted to make more of a story for Kodai, Asuna, and Hiroko, but scrapped it due to time management. That this way is better, because then you at least get to experience them. And get to enjoy the characters more. But I have to make a proper end now to this stream, so I'll have to do the usual that I have done, which is ride a Digimon in like the water place. Let's to see, is Magnamon rideable? Yes, he is. Then Magnamon will be the one I ride. Because it just makes sense. Time jump. Abyss Beach 8 years ago. Because it doesn't really matter when with Abyss Beach, just that I am at Abyss Beach. Did you ride? That was a lot of lag for no reason from the game. Game? Thank you. Wait, how do you... Ah, that's how you enlarge the map again. That's how you did it. But alright. We've completed all 3 of the DLC stories. The only thing that I haven't done in Time Stranger is beat the game in Mega Plus, which... well, we'll see when I will do that. But for the foreseeable future, like as of this moment, I can say that Time Stranger is finally complete. I've now done all the things I wanted to do with this channel, or with this game. And my review of the game, even with the DLCs, still maintains that this is the best Digimon game they've made. Hands down. Like, anyone wants to get into Digimon? Get Time Stranger. If you can't get Time Stranger, take Hacker's Memory or Cyber Sleuth. And next order if you want to get to know the world play, or how you play the Digimon World games. So yeah, though seeing this VOD on YouTube, I know, been a hot minute since I've used that as an outro. That isn't just from backlog, but that's because this will be a VOD on YouTube. I'm not gonna divide into parts, I will upload the full-length thing on YouTube. So, those seeing this, I appreciate any support you give to my channel, either by leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and all those good things. And if you ever want to watch any of my playthroughs live, you can find my Twitch channel in the description below. Till then, farewell.